Hey guys, recently I posted a photo of a makeup look that I wore to a tiki-themed party. This is a really bold and dramatic eye makeup look for me, so I wanted to show you how I did it. So first, I'm going to put my hair up just to get it out of my face. Then I'm gonna use some primer. This is a Laura Mercier primer, and I'll link everything so that you can know exactly what products I used. So I'm gonna just put that all over. Okay, so next I'm gonna focus on the eyeshadow. So I love this Alyssa Edwards palette by Anastasia. It's so bold and it's one of my favorite palettes. So what I'm gonna focus on really is this yellow color, this gold color, and this dark purple, and a little bit of this lighter purple. I might even use some of this darker like glittery purple, and this is gonna be a fun, bold, vibrant, kind of like jungle party look. It's gonna be a little intense, but I think it's gonna be fun. First, I'm gonna start with this yellow, and I'm just gonna kind of go all over my lid, just to kind of give it a base. I really want a lot of pigment on there. I wanna blend out a little bit, but really, I wanna pack it in there. So the yellow is gonna give the gold a really yellowy gold kind of vibe. I want it to be really pigmented. I don't want it to just be like a sheer gold. I want it to be like really pop. So now that I have gone really heavily with the yellow, I'm gonna take my gold, this shade right here, and I'm gonna go over it pretty heavily as well. Okay, now I'm gonna start to blend a more neutral color just to kind of marry the whole look together. So I'm gonna go for this, it's called the Supreme. It's kind of like a peachier, like lighter, kind of like a fleshy tone. And I'm just gonna bring that to the outer corner, and really I'm just gonna bring it all up here. You know, it's gonna look a little bit crazy, but we're gonna tone this down after. Just gonna kind of like blend it out, honestly. Really wanna blend. Something that a makeup artist taught me was that you wanna focus on one singular focal point, and I think that's just kind of like right above the, above where your pupil is. So my focal point is gonna be here, and that's where this yellow is gonna kind of meet a darker color here. And I'm the same on that side, of course. Just gonna blend. And under a little bit. Okay. I also want a little bit of this neutral color right here. It's kind of like a taupey brown, just to kind of give it a little bit, bring it down a little bit. It's really bright right now, kind of looks yellow and orange. I just want to bring it a little more neutral. And again, that's only going to be on the outer corners, blend it in, and I'm going to focus also on the crease. Okay, now that we have the inner corner pop of yellow and the outer kind of more neutrals, I'm gonna go in heavy with the this dark purple right here. It's a really dark purple that I think is gonna give it a really nice kind of smoky eye, but also kind of festive look. And don't worry, we're gonna clean this up after. I always like to do my eyeshadow first because I think that it falls. Even if you're not doing heavy eye makeup like this, it's gonna fall down. And then you're gonna have to clean it up or it's gonna smear. I just like to do the eye makeup first. I know a lot of people don't, but that's what I do. So again, this is gonna fall down a little bit. You can see the fallout right here, but that's okay, we're gonna fix it after. And then I like this lighter purple as well. I think it's just like it's just really pretty. So I'm gonna use that kind of on top to just marry it in a little bit to that lighter yellow. Okay. Back to the yellow, because I don't want it to be overpowered now, and I'm just gonna go. And then I'm gonna pack in some of this gold. Then I'm gonna use this it's a bigger blender brush, and I'm gonna take that Supreme, this like peachy nude color, and I'm just gonna kind of use it to marry all the colors together. I'm not gonna go too into the yellow because I don't want that to be kind of muddled. Okay, so right now it's a little bit crazy, but I'm gonna clean it up. So I love these little Almay makeup eraser sticks. You can use a makeup eraser or makeup remover wipe. I don't want to really waste a whole makeup remover wipe just to clean it up. So I'm going to use these sticks. Basically, all you have to do is, there's like makeup remover fluid inside, and you just pop the tip off. And then it goes down into this Q-tip, and then you can just clean it up. If you're using a lot of eye makeup, you might need two. I'm gonna go for a second one. Just pop the tip. And I actually wanna just kind of like, to let it absorb a little bit. I kind of wanna actually just kind of make this a cleaner line. So I'm just going to kind of swipe up, like that. Trying to get a little bit more. That's okay, we'll clean that part up after. And do it again on this side. Okay. Then you can wipe off any excess makeup remover. And then I'm actually also gonna clean up under the brow bone, because I don't want it to be like too high of eye makeup, too high of eyeshadow. I want my brow bone to be defined. I'm gonna go back to my blending brush, and I'm just gonna kind of like feather it out. And I'm not gonna go below this line, just kind of feather it out. Keep blending it. So it's more gradual up to the brow bone. And if it goes too far out, you can clean it up a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to put on my concealer. This is my favorite concealer, NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in Vanilla. I've used it for years and years. It's so much easier if this beauty blender is wet, because it doesn't absorb the product. I'm gonna go back in with my palette, and I'm gonna go in with this, the darkest purple, and I'm just gonna go under the lid a little bit, not too much. So now I'm gonna apply the rest of my makeup, and as I do it, it's gonna kind of blend out a little bit on the eyes, and it's gonna tone it down a little bit more. So let's see. Another tip, actually, I forgot to mention this, is I like to put a little concealer under my eyebrow, just to highlight the brow bone and to give it a little more definition so it doesn't all blend together. I have a big scar under here, so I like to put a little concealer on top too. I think it makes my eyebrow look a little bit better. Okay, now I'm going to use a translucent setting powder on my concealer. This is the Kat Von D sample that I actually really like, and I think I'm gonna buy it in the full size when I run out. Now I'm gonna use some Laura Mercier Soleil. Just do a little contouring. I use this little makeup brush. I would like to have a fan brush, but I don't have one with me right now. So I just kind of make it into a fan by pushing it with my fingers. And then I contour my nose. Then I kind of go around my hairline. And I do right in this line when you kind of suck in your cheek, the hollow, I guess, of your cheek. And then I really like this Avon True Color highlight. So I'm gonna use this rose gold highlight just kind of to highlight here. And I'm gonna blend that in first. And then I have this Laura Mercier face illuminator in Devotion. So it's kind of, the little palette kind of came loose, so it's a little messy, but I'm just gonna use that to highlight my cheekbones. Now here's where I would normally do a little bit of the Bare Minerals original formulation, but I ran out and I haven't replaced it yet. So I'm just gonna blend really well. I have this kabuki brush, a big fluffy brush would work as well. I'm just gonna blend it, blend that up, and then blend into the hairline. Then I have this little Charlotte Tilbury palette that I really like the highlighter in. And I just do like a little illumination on my nose, just kind of highlight that. I think I'm gonna do a little bit more of this illumination from Laura Mercier. I like this color, Devotion, because it's like a little bit peachy, so I think it looks good on the cheek. And I'll actually even do a little bit like up here, just to kind of blend that in a little bit more. Then I'm going to do a little bit of blush. I have this like Real Her palette, sorry. I'm just gonna I like to use these two colors together. So I'm just gonna kind of like mix them. Do a little bit on the apple of my cheek. And then again, blend, blend, blend. Nothing worse than having too much blush. And then if you're still not happy with the eye makeup, if you think it's too much, which I actually think I went a little bit crazy, you can clean it up a little bit more at this point and then just kind of like blend it. So I'm gonna just take one of these sticks again. I'm just gonna clean it up here. So I think I went a little crazy above the crease. There. And then I would go back to the little blender brush and then just kind of continue to blend this outward and upward. I think I want to make the outer corners a little darker. So here's where I'm not really going to do too much blending. I'm just going to kind of like pack it in. So it won't really fall so much. And then I'm gonna pack in some more gold. Okay, now I'm gonna do a little bit of mascara. Normally I would do false lashes probably for a night out like this, but I've been really liking this Ilia mascara. Ilia, I think it's I-L-I-A. And I really like it because I think that with a couple of coats, it really does a great job at lengthening and thickening. So let's try it. I typically do three coats on top and then one coat on the bottom. So I'm just gonna kind of hang on for a sec. I feel like my bottom, I feel like this eye needs a little bit more of this dark color. Okay. I love to blend. Okay. So then, while the first coat dries, I'm gonna start doing my brows. So I like to comb them out first, and then I will like brush them down just so I can see where they fall. And then I'm gonna outline them. I have a scar on this, underneath this eyebrow. You can kind of see how it goes like that. It's like a little dent. Got a black eye when I was 2 because my mom was changing the sheets and she put like the pillows next to the bed, and I ran and jumped into the pile of pillows and smashed my eye into the side of the bed frame. So now I have this scar that has slowly like moved over time. Brush that out. Okay. I'm gonna do a second coat of mascara now. Then I'm going to set my brows. And then I'm just gonna make sure everything's blended how I want it to be. It's really nicely blended. And then I love to mattify my complexion after. So this is just kind of like, it's not a setting powder, it's a mattifier. So it doesn't give you that kind of like dried, powdery look. It gives you like a little bit more of a dewy look while setting your makeup. Then I'm gonna do one last coat of mascara. Okay, and then I'm gonna do my lip color, which first I like to kind of wipe off any face makeup that might have gotten on my lips. And then I'm gonna do like a pretty bright, it's called Neutrogena Hydraboost Hydrating Lip Shine, and it's like a pretty pigmented pink. So I'm gonna do a little bit of this neutral lip liner. It's Charlotte Tilbury in Pillow Talk to just kind of get it, kind of hold in this really pigmented lip gloss and to give myself like a good strong base underneath. Okay, going with this pigmented color. This color is called Vibrant Raspberry. I used to not go like up to the edge. I used to just kind of let it like blend, but now I like to make my lips look really full. And well, there you have it. Took my hair out. I did my hair with like this deep waver by Bedhead. So maybe I'll touch that up. But there it is.